Tabela mgama ke mbukeli kanti ke iimbasa zomculo I-Basadi in music zimbasa ezibanjwa minyaka le ezibhiyozela ke igalelo elimangalisayo lamanina kushishino lomculo koluhlu ke lwemidlalo yeqonga kunye namaxesha achukumisayo sisiganeko ke sithembisa ukuba bububungqina bomoya okungayekiyo weemvumi ezingamabhinqa.
It's the 4th annual Basadi Music Awards. It's day 2 and it's been absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, I'm surrounded by absolute greatness and some of, legends in their own right. Mamrebek, you've been doing this lifetime achiever thing for so long. Take us through, how you're feeling this time around.
I feel loved, women coming, Basadi coming together to honor each other, and for getting this honor, a lifetime achievement, it means a lot to me. It says that my work hasn't gone unnoticed, and I feel the love. I've been feeling this love for a long time now, and thanks to South, if it wasn't for God and the beautiful South Africans out there, I wouldn't be here receiving this today. Thank you so much, guys. Mwah.
Halala Basadi, halala. I think, the most beautiful thing is the fact that there's diversity, and tonight was literally just about celebrating milestones and celebrating women in a nutshell. We are still celebrating.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? I'm so proud of you too. Not one, but two.
Oh my God, thank you so much. This is really unbelievable. But I did believe at the same time that I can achieve this, God is so good. God is so good.
All the time, all the time. No, Lamona Mamsalfina, ne? Jazz Artist of the Year. For the second time around. You look absolutely stunning, by the way. What does this particular, award mean for the second time around? Take us through how you're feeling.
Yeah, I feel like actually hard work pays.
Amen.
Yes, and I want to thank God for giving me the beautiful Jessie voice. Yes, my voice, some people they say to me, Salfina, your voice is for jazz. So I want to thank God. I want to thank everybody who voted for me actually for winning this for the second time. I want to thank South African for loving me and loving my music. Yes.
South Africa, we appreciate you. We thank you. We were here. We have conquered. Keep on keeping on and always remember why you started. Kaufela Riri, Happy Women's Month!
Sibambe ngazibini mbukeli ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele kaloku apha SABC Lehae njengoko kaloku mbukeli siyakuthembisa siyasifezekisa sozithembisa into yobana kaloku sincokole nabanye ke umqulunqi ebekhona phayana uRandy Tsubane kaloku mbukeli uzasixelela banzi ngokuthe kwaqhubeka pha kwi-Basadi in Music Awards eqhubeke kaloku mbukeli apha kwelalapha eRhawutini kule mpela veki esigqitha kuyo ukhona ke apha estudio uzawubelana nathi Randy masikubulise sikwamkele SABC Lehae Happy Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month and thank you so much for having me.
Unjani?
Ngiyaphila unjani?
Ndiyaphila nami ndiyakubona into yokubana usenesankxwe sakwe-weekend utsho ukuthi bekumnandi kakhulu pha.
Behole monate.
Ndiyakubona as long as ubuye uphelele yonke into ihlangene ndiyaqonda into yokubana njengenkqubo i-Trends Live nithe gqolo nikwizinto eziqhubekayo apha elizweni izinto ezimnandi ezichulumancisa intliziyo ndiyafuna uqonda into yokubana njengenkqubo ukuze nithathe isigqibo sokuba nizibandakanye okanye niqulunqe I-Basadi in music. What was the whole inspiration behind, and from the event ungathi mhlambe wena zeziphi izinto ozifake epokothini, the takeaways?
So, the term Basadi is a Sesotho term meaning women. And nothing is as beautiful as women coming together in one space. Just celebrating one another and understanding that I see you, understanding that the conversations are always ongoing. Hudula hona le ntho e ntjha, jwale ka Basadi re ka ithutang tsona from one another. And it was beautiful to witness women, embracing one another and understanding that, in this particular industry especially, there are a lot of expectations. and the roles and responsibilities dingata, outside of just being a musician or, you know, a broadcaster or whatever the case may be. Ke santse ke le mme wa motho, you know, I carry that with pride everywhere mo ke yang teng. So hoba mosadi is, it's a big thing. And ke rata the fact that no jena, we are moving towards the right direction, where we're starting to understand that it's also important to give one another grace. And as Trends Live, we always like to inspire, but also take inspiration from certain spaces. And as a team that has like a lot of women working on it, ho bohlokwa hore le rona to set that kind of example, to say, I'm a woman, you're a woman, a re bone re ka sebetsa jwang together. So I love spaces like that.
Yes, it's so beautiful, and I love the term Basadi, as you have explained, ukuthi ibonisa xa amanina ehlangene imbombozone zehlabathi bebumbene beyinto eyodwa. You know, so much can happen. And I want to speak about, you know, Basadi in music and its contribution in promoting amanina esingatsho into yokubana they are in the music industry. We know ukuthi for a very long time, especially masizobheka kwaba DJ, it's always been like a male-dominated industries. And even
Absolutely.
other industries like your behind the scenes, those that are in music, siyaqonda ukuthi kuyologo ukuthi I know this space abona abantu abathe ngamadoda, but we see women taking up these spaces. How do you think Basadi in music, you know, contributes in ensuring ukuthi, you know what, women in the industry, the space is opened?
I absolutely love the fact that you mentioned dominance. Most industries, ke batho ba bontate, and the narrative has always been, as a DJ, you know, for instance, a DJ needs to be a guy. So one of the categories was, you know, Best DJ of the Year, and Lamiz won that category.
Halala.
Halala Lamiz. We love her music. We see her, we appreciate her, and, you know, a lot came out to vote. So the fact that, you know, it's 4 years. It's the 4th annual one. It's been going on for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
It started just after COVID. And Hloni, the lady, the founder of, you know, the Music Awards, decided, you know what? I feel like I'm not doing enough as a woman in this industry. I'd like to contribute more. Ke bona hore na ke ka nka platform e feng, and just hand it over. Ebe ntho ya batho ba bomme, ebe ntho ya basadi. So her thinking behind that was, number one, I want to contribute to the industry and to embrace women. I was raised by motomme, and most of inspiration yaka comes from being motowamme. And she's been doing absolutely amazing. It's 4 years in, and Saturday was day 2, so it's a 2-day event annually. And I think the emphasis in this regard is always remember why you started as a woman, keep going, but to also remember that go na le space for rona kaofela. You know, we can all win. And the narrative there, Zozibini taking up space, women are doing that.
They are taking
and
up
with
space.
this event, there was no space. There was no space for not being there.
Yeah, and there's enough space for everyone of us to shine.
Absolutely. Of course, you know, in our respective careers, in our, we can dominate in our different characters. We can dominate in our different gifts.
But
for instance.
Basadi in news.
Basadi
in news. Abo Randy, nibe phaya on the
Absolutely.
forefront. Amazing. And you know, I like the fact that Uti, I mean, initially, yonke le nkqubo yaqaliswa emva kwe-COVID-19. That was a very sad time, you know, for abanina oMzantsi Afrika. Abantu balahlekelwa imisebenzi, not just imisebenzi, but ngatsho ndithi nethemba, because into ekhwanqisileyo esingayilindelanga. But I mean, from yonke le ntlungu nenhlaloko ye-COVID-19, kwazala lento siyibonayo namhlanje. And ndiyafuna nje wabelele nathi nge-atmosphere into yokubana bekunjani, because I know, you know, women go all out from clothing, installation. I mean, this is a big night for them to shine. Ibinjani i-atmosphere yale mpeleveki? Any stand-out performances?
So the atmosphere was amazing. I think at some point, Lynn herself, I was a little overwhelmed thinking, Basadi babatle. You look left, you look right, you look in front of you, you look behind you. Women everywhere, babatle. They came out top notch.
And left no crumbs.
Absolutely. They ate and really did leave no crumbs. So one of my favorite artists was uSizintokozombambo, and she was performing. So another thing that I absolutely appreciate and love about these particular awards is that they cater for everyone. Each and every genre was catered for. So from gospel to hip hop to pop. I didn't even know South Africans listen to a lot of pop music. Ke ka nominations, I'm like, this is actually great. There's a lot of diversity, and they were intentional about it, which is also something very big. Shoni was intentional about creating space for everyone and accommodating each and every woman, each and every genre. So definitely one of my outstanding performances in Elise Ntokozombambo. No, she shook up the atmosphere.
For sure, spirit is at.
But it was up there. But overall, the atmosphere was great. The atmosphere was so full of love, and you could feel Bafila appreciated. And one of the artists keeps saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm here. First nomination, and I'm here. I'm surrounded in a room full of legends, and I'm occupying this certain space." I think it's also important to understand as a woman, in fact, as anybody, but it's important to understand as a woman that how we tola ole in a certain space, you are deserving to be in that particular space.
Amazing.
So clearly you're doing something right. You're here now. You know?
Yes, and I love Noguti. I mean, the room was radiating with love. Because kumaxesha amaninzi wena Randy, you know, amanina ayathanda ukwempana. Fumanisa ukuthi nje ayikho nento ekuliswa ngayo. Kuliswa ukuthi ayi wena unxibe kahle utheni. So it's such amazing to see, you know, amanina in one room celebrating each other. Omnye nomnye kungekho nto za competition, iluthando luphambili. And what did you think of the winners? I mean, sikubonile phambili yapha. Nawubumhle ntombi. Lalela jonga uqondile into bana sana awuzuqhelwa qonda ba nawe ibamhle ube phayana. I mean, what did you think of the winners nezo ncokole nazo? And I mean, how are you hoping that they will use, I mean, their victory to further inspire namanyamanini? I mean, we saw newcomers, we saw Abaliyema as well that you were interviewing.
Yes. So one thing that Mam Rebecca Malope, she walked away with the Lifetime Achiever Award.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many times she's received this award. It could be the 6th, if not the 7th time.
Wow.
And she still cried.
Wow.
And I think for me, I was just, you know, thinking, you've received it so many times. Impa, the reaction is different every time. The feeling is different every time. Because what she emphasized was the fact that I feel so loved.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I'm seen, you know. My flowers are being given to me, Santeke Pela. And for me, that was a big thing. I mean, she's a legend in her own right. Le Mam Salfina, Jazz Artist of the Year, she's received it for the 2nd time this year. And she's excited to come back next year. So contribution yabona within this particular space is amazing. And I also love how humble the room always is. I love how there's a lot of radiance and the spirit of constantly celebrating every win. Horna ikgolo, horna inyane, the fact that we are all here says a lot. And a huge shout out to South Africans for actually voting.
Yeah.
It's a big thing, you know, to support. It's a big, you know, we constantly hear conversations about certain artists not being appreciated in their countries. Ba ratua elsewhere, or they appreciated abroad. But this past weekend, I could really say that South Africans loved the artist Tsubane. South Africans come out in numbers and to support, because even lady guests, but when the room was full of positive vibes.
And when I read njengokuba uthetha, I mean, you speak about, you know, love, compassion, womanhood, you know, a woman being the center of the home. And I can just say that, I mean, you are very much in alignment with this event. Ndiyabona into yokubana why bakhethe wena into yokubana uqulunqe le event. I mean, i-event ebaluleke kakhulu le njengoko uchazile. I mean, what sort of initiatives or programs that you think should come out kwimisitho efana nale? Ingapheleli nje ekuba i-event, but sibe ne-dialogues, you know, sibe ne-initiatives, iqhubeke le ngxoxo.
100%. There's always something to do. Gerata, the fact that it was an event, you know, we came out in numbers, we appreciated the artists Arona, but the reality is, and I love the fact that you mentioned that, it should be an ongoing conversation. So things like workshops, Basadi workshop, for instance, where we come together and not just focus on, you know, the industry as a whole, but we focus also on nurturing one another and honing each other's talents and holding one another accountable. And holding ourselves accountable even as well. So things like workshops, a Basadi workshop, I think that would be great. Going out to schools even, understanding that before I'm a woman, you know, there are certain aspects and changes and stages that I pass. Ke qadile ke le ngwana, I groom and I grow into a teenager, and womanhood then takes over thereafter. So the girl child should also be included in such conversations, because the reality is, you know, half the time I do like a reflector. I'm always thinking, 15-year-old Randy would have been so proud of you right now, you know, because the struggles Saka back then and the struggles now are completely different, and that's because of the number of women who've had to hold my hand to get to mokiling tenkajeno.
And khona quote ke ratang eri, you know, to all the strong women, may we be them, may we live to be them. And I mean, when you speak about the girl child, I mean, sizawufumanisa into yokubana amantombazana aselula with the idea of going back to school, you know, and sort of mentoring aba bantwana sentsho banamaphupha, but they lack role models. So xa beza kubona uRandy into yokubana hayi man Randy, uphila amaphupho wam, into ethi nakum le nto ndiyifunayo, it is possible, because you are living proof that possibilities are endless. I love that idea. I know that sazobhiyozela inyanga yamanina apho sibathulela umnqwazi, you know, their struggles, their achievements, and. Ingaba mhlambe niyi-trends live, zintoni enizawuthi nizenze without obviously detailing,
Revealing too much.
Yes, because sifuna bahlale bejongile. Ziziphi izinto mhlambe enizawukrobisa ababukeli be-trends live?
Look, the reality is Women's Month, based on content Erenelion, is actually very short. So we've got a book launch coming up, book reviews, and they talk about, I love the fact that this just tapped into the fact, Yore, this particular book review talks about me as a child and growing into a woman, nurturing the inner child. So we've got that coming up. We've got in-studio interviews with legends, women in their respective industries, contributing so much to society. Remember, I'm not giving away too much.
Yes,
You must stay tuned. We've got Women's Day concerts that we are covering. The likes of Shakana is one of them. The likes of Zonke is also one of them coming up. So stay tuned. We've got great content for women, but you know, besides the fact that it's just content that you sit and watch and consume, it's also content that will entertain, but inspire you in the same line. You know,
I love the content
edutainment.
I love the content that you mentioned, you know, on inner child, because I feel like, you know what, a lot of people, you know, baya strugglisha in themselves currently, because, you know, umntu usenengxaki, you know, inner child. So I think it's a very important segment enizobanayo ukuthi umuntu atepe in to that inner child, so that, I mean, I create a life that the future self will be proud of. You know, xa sizayiqukumbela le ncoko yethu, ndikuvile into yobana uthe i-content yenu i-short, ndiyafuna ukukuhlebezela ke into yokubana ningeza pha eLehae la, lalela umnyango wethu sele kuvuliwe. Xa uthi hey kunento ethile,
no, the content is not short, it's the month that's short.
ndithi kaloku thina apha Monday to Friday asimi 24/7. So xa ubona ukuthi
Got
inyanga
you.
isiphelele inqonqoze, that's why kuthiwa kuseLehae. This is home.
Kimohaye,
Home for
Kimohaye.
content. Yes, as we wrap this conversation, Randy, ndiyafuna into yokubana uthethe nenina elisekhaya njengoko siqala singene ekiyeni kwinyanga yabantu abangamanina.
Look, ke nahana, and I'll just go back hanyane to the inner child. Even though we're adults, ne, we're still nurturing our inner children. There's still an element of healing and growth that we're still doing as women, based on whatever struggles or whatever, you know, circumstances we may have faced growing up. Nantweke batlang ho bua fela. I don't have a lot to say, but utilize your voice and believe in your voice. Your voice is a big thing. I think, you know, there are so many noises. There are so many expectations, especially within this industry. But it's important for you as a woman to sit down and listen to your own voice, to utilize it, speak well, speak life into yourself, into your additional factors, into, you know, your groups, your circles, but also believe it. It's one thing to say something, but you need to believe it. And you can be absolutely anything you want to be.
Let me unlock my throat chakra so that I use my voice. Randy.
And use it well.
Yes. Randy, the producer / motivational speaker / inner child awakener.
You know what, ne?
Life. I-life izawuqala zonke izinto ezinhle
Absolutely.
esizoyibona. Randy, masibambe ngazibini ngexesha lakho kwaye ke ibintle kakhulu into eniyenzile kule mpelaveki nibonisa ubuhle nobumbejembeje bamanina ingakumbi xa sizawujonga kwezomculo. And sibambe ngazibini mani siyathemba into yokubana xa seyivela kumabonakude sawuqinisekisa into yokubana loo nto niyilungiselile nalapha e-SABC Lehae siyababonisa ababukeli bethu. Sikunqwenelela okuhle mani nakumsebenzi wakho intle kakhulu into oyenzayo. Inkosi kakhulu.
Kelebo, thank you so much.
Right, mbukeli we-SABC Lehae lo ke ebesidlana indlebe naye nguye uRandy Tsubane, umqulunqi ke mbukeli wenkqubo iTrends on Life. Nalapho ke mbukeli besityelela banzi kaloku ngenkqubo athe wabe kanti uzibandakanya nayo kule mpelaveki igqithileyo. Nalapho ke mbukeli bekukho khona I-Basadi in Music Awards. Sibalisele ke mbukeli into yokubana bekukuhle ngeyona ndlela. Eyona nto ichulumancisayo kukubona amanina ekwigumbi elilodwa ebhiyozela kukuhle kuphaya.